Hi everyone, I am Katie. I work at Fortune Financial Group. I am here to help you become oriented with Twitter and learn the basic essentials of becoming a Twitter user. Firstly, if you are not familiar, Twitter is an online social networking service. It enables users to send and read tweets. A tweet can be thought of as an online text message, which is limited to 140 characters. So, this is really the great thing about Twitter. It's very simple, direct, and easy to follow all the information being tweeted out. Contrary to belief, Twitter is not only for tweens and teens. There was actually a 143% increase in Twitter users in the age group of 30 to 49, and that occurred from 2010 to 2013. We here at Fortune Financial Group use Twitter to provide relevant information that we have already filtered to our followers. So we have become that news source for them on mostly financial information, as well as a variety of other topics that we like to tweet about. Twitter is very user-friendly. All you need is a computer and internet access. I am now going to walk you through the basics of becoming a Twitter user and some of the functions on Twitter to provide a little bit more clarity. First, if you go to twitter.com, it'll take you here to log in. If you do not already have an account, it will ask you to register your basic information, so your name, email address, and password down here. You'll create a password. It will also ask you to create a username or Twitter handle. It's the exact same thing. We at Fortune Financial Group, our Twitter handle is Fortune_FG. And I already have the password auto saved, so I'm going to go ahead and click here and sign into our account. It'll direct us to the home page on Twitter. So up in the left corner, it gives basic information. It shows that we've sent 388 tweets, we're following 203 users, and we have 60 followers. Twitter will suggest some people to follow here, and that's based on who we're already following. Down here are the current trends or hashtags, and those are words people are using in their tweets with hashtags. So you can easily group them and search for hashtags on Twitter, which I'll touch on more in a little bit. And the main portion of the screen is the Twitter news feed. And these are all the tweets being sent from people that we are following. So out of the 203 followers, or people that we're following, these are the tweets that they're sending. And you can see that this happened 2 minutes ago. So this is constantly being updated, which is great. Lots of different information flowing here. The first thing I would suggest doing is searching for those that you are interested in following, either by group or by company, celebrities that you want to follow. Maybe you want to see if any of your friends, family, or colleagues are on here. And this can be done by going up to the search bar here. And I want to follow New York Times. So I'm going to search New York Times. Pops up right here. And we're taken to New York Times Twitter homepage. This little check mark here means that it's a verified account, so you know that this is legitimate. Here it says their basic information. They have a few more followers than we do. And then I'm going to go ahead and click the follow button. Very easy. Again, it provides us more suggestions on who to follow, and then the tweets that New York Times is sending out and retweets. So that takes us to our next step, which is composing a tweet. You can go up to the corner here and compose a tweet. Don't be scared to compose a tweet. When I first started on Twitter, I was very scared to send out anything because I thought I would send out something that's just bad information. There's really no limit to Twitter. You can send out anything that's on your mind. You can send out a quote, you can send out a simple phrase, you can tweet out an article you think is interesting, a photo, really whatever your heart desires. But it just has to be limited to those 140 characters. Here is where you can add a photo. So you can upload a file from your computer and you can add your location. Location probably isn't necessary if you're on your computer. It's used more so if you have the Twitter app on your tablet or your smartphone. I am going to start by sending out a tweet on one of our blogs. So I am on our Life Planning Today blog. This was our blog from last week, 2 Emotions Kill Your Investment Returns. And the great thing about articles today is almost all of them have share buttons on the articles, which can be found at the top or at the bottom of the article or blog. And for us, it's at the bottom. So there's a share this area. And of course, we're going to click Twitter. and I want to share this article with all my users. So as long as you're signed into your account, you can click those share buttons. So it simply puts the title of the blog at the top, Two Emotions, Kill Your Investment Returns, and then it also includes the link to your blog. So when people see the tweet, they can click the link and go to that blog. Now, if you want to include, maybe you want to make investment a hashtag because you think that's an important portion of the article. And then that way, when people search for investment in the search bar on Twitter, this will pop up as one of the tweets. So there we go. Your tweet has been posted to Twitter. Great. So now if we go home, here it is, Two Emotions, Kill Your Investment Returns. Now back to the hashtags. Hashtags are used to group. So if I wanted to find information maybe on investment that people are tweeting out, not necessarily just the people that I'm following, then I can click here, this hashtag, and it'll show everyone that is tweeting about investments, which is awesome. Everyone on Twitter, the millions and millions and millions of users. So that's really cool. You can include hashtags within kind of like the title of your tweet, or you can include them at the end, like here. Modest Money includes it after their title. Another thing you can do on Twitter is reply, retweet, and favorite. Those are the last three things I'm going to leave you with. When you reply to a tweet, it's more like starting a conversation with a user. So let's see here. Rachel Cruz writes, "Blessed is she who has believed that the Lord would fulfill his promises to her." I'm just going to write at her. I love this. Thanks for sharing. When it says at Rachel Cruz, that means I'm tweeting at her and it's starting that conversation. So that's a response to her tweet. Maybe I want to retweet a tweet that I think is really important and I want all of my followers to find. Let's see here. How about we'll do Market Watch, US stocks close higher. I want to retweet this to my users or followers. And then we'll retweet. And the last thing you can do is favorite, and that's simply just to the same thing as liking something on Facebook. So I really like Ready for Pre-Retirement. The thoughtful receiver bears a plentiful harvest. So I'm going to favorite this, and I'll be able to find this later on my Twitter. So if I favorite a bunch of tweets, then I can go back at a later time and see all of the tweets that I favorited. Of course, in order to gain followers, the more interaction, so there are more replies you have to tweets or questions and retweets that you have, the more followers that you're going to have on your Twitter account. And that's it. Happy Tuesday, everyone.